And we have to do something about it. And jobs must be deliberate. You must have deliberate government policy on how to create jobs. Jobs will not happen. They have to be created deliberately. And that is why my good friend here, Hinga, was showing you the numbers. So our program of housing, again, you people know here, housing was a standard manifesto item in all political parties. Every party said, oh, we are going to do housing. This one said, we are going to do housing. Even as in Jubilee, among the big four, one of them was housing. In fact, just so that you know, housing was our plan in 2017. So we went to the campaign, we talked about housing, we said how we are going to do this thing. And we actually went out of our way. So when we won the election, my good friend Uhuru Kenyatta, my boss, then told me, look, this housing, I have a very good person who I know. I met him in South Africa. Okay, we must look for him. I told him, Mr. President, please, let's look for him. We looked for the fellow, we found him. He's called Charles Hinga, this man here. This man was brought by President Uhuru. He told me, this man knows this thing. Okay, so we passed the law. 2018, we have put a levy. The levy was 1.5% levy. Okay, so we signed, Uhuru signs the law into, the bill into law, and the Kelele starts. You know, Kelele everywhere, you know. So my good friend Uhuru called me and said, William, I thought you have a house. I told him, I have a house. Okay. Okay. So this noise people are making around here, you know, if these people don't want these houses, let's forget about it. You know, we're not going to be building houses for ourselves. That's how the housing thing died. So the next celebration, he went and announced this housing thing is now voluntary. So nothing happened. So by God's grace, you know, Hinga did not leave. So I hung around, bahati mzuri nikakuwa rais. Bas. Na iko ile tumeweka kwa manifesto, I spoke about it everywhere. This housing thing. In every political meeting. So when we now reinstated the law, the members of parliament came to see me and said, oh, you know, this thing is so unpopular. We cannot do this thing. No, we cannot. So I asked them, friends, were we together in the campaign trail? Yes. Did we promise housing? Yes. How did you expect it to be done? Do you have a different plan of delivering this thing? No. So let's do the levy. We did the levy. And for your information, the levy in our manifesto in Kenya Kwanza did not even have a percentage. The levy that had a percentage was in the Azimio manifesto. The one Kinambadi and these other people. And Olekina there. Yeah? Was 1.5%. Sasa, these are the people now who call me Zakayo. Oh, unajua sasa huyu Zakayo amelete tax. Sijui nini. But, good people, it is not possible for us to borrow money to do housing. This is the instrument, and this is what other countries have done. Today, housing is transforming the landscape of Kenya. Believe you me, if you see what is happening to our towns, go to Mandera, go to Wajir, go to Mombasa, Kitui, Machakos, Nairobi, anywhere, Nakuru, Eldoret, Nanyuki, Kakamega, Homa Bay, Migori, everywhere. The largest housing estate today in every town in Kenya is our housing program. The landscape, the skyline of many towns is changing. And for your information, this is just 1.5 years. Tell me what's going to happen in 5 years, in 10 years, in 20 years. Kenya is going to change fundamentally when we are here. For those of you living here, you will come home and you will be looking for the compass to find your way around. Are we together? And not just that, you've heard from Hinga. Apart from that, we have big dividends. We have 300,000 people now, actual people working. We have architects, quantity surveyors, engineers, plumbers, artisans, electricians, carpenters, masons, name them, working. People who have gone to school, people who have certificates, people who have come from college, they are finally finding a place to do some formal work. Not just that, we have now whole construction industries developing to do doors, to do windows, to do hinges. And we are moving on now to tiles. Shortly we will be doing lifts. We already agreed that we work on companies that will now come and set up shop in Kenya to do lifts, and on and on. So a whole construction industry is developing in Kenya. We have a pipeline of 700,000 houses. You've seen the numbers here. And we are going to not only create jobs, not only create industries, but we are also going to have to get rid of the 7 million Kenyans who today live in slums. And we're going to have, better living conditions, places of dignity. Sometimes, you find some arguments. Oh, who told this man that we needed houses? I get those kind of things many times. But you see, ask yourself, somebody who shares a toilet with 5 other families, one that you have to pay to use, people who there is no road, electricity much more expensive, water is much more expensive, living in Kenya. For those of us who live in houses that have 2, 3, 4, 5 toilets, you take